Today, I'm Michael Watkins, and today we look back at the statewide update provided by Governor Andy Beshear during his Team Kentucky update from yesterday, of course, following all the flooding across the state from last week. A Madison County favorite destination will be closed for a few days next week. We have the details on that. Todd Nelson will join us today with a preview of the weekend weather and a look ahead to next week. Plus, we continue our conversation with Madison Central softball coach Randy Hall in the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. All that, but as we lead things off here on Live at 5, another Shred Day event at the Richmond Recycling Center took place today, with the event just wrapping up as we come on the air. In the past, this event, which takes place 2 to 3 times per year, has shredded over 9,000 pounds of paper products, which equates to 90 trees. Aaron Vaughn is the director at the Richmond Recycling Center, and he says that most of the material that comes through Shred Day is old mail or files that people and even businesses keep, and it just accumulates over time. Those files can include important information that you wouldn't want other people to see. While Gage Hill was there earlier this afternoon, the normal line of traffic ready to drive through wasn't as long as normal, but there was still a large group ready to use this free event. The Richmond Recycling Center is located at 550 Recycle Drive and is open 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and it does have a 24/7 drop-off area as well. For more information about the Richmond Recycling Center, you can find them on Facebook at City of Richmond Recycling Center, or you may call 859-625-0202. Yesterday, Governor Andy Beshear updated Kentuckians on the severe weather the state has seen over the past few weeks. Beshear provided details on ongoing recovery efforts, water levels, and road conditions throughout the 70 counties that have declared a state of emergency.
But we are still experiencing one of the most widespread flooding events that the Commonwealth has ever seen, and so we're going to start right there. Let me start by trying to give you some scale on how big this natural disaster is. We've now had over 70 counties that have declared states of emergency. That means in each of these counties, they believe that there is enough damage, that there was enough flash flooding, storm damage, or riverbank flooding to necessitate a state of emergency. We're also continuing to get reports of more lives that have been lost. So today I have a little more sad news to share. This morning we were able to confirm the death of a 66-year-old Campbell County man. This loss joins 5 others: a boy here in Franklin County, a 74-year-old woman in Nelson County, a 65-year-old man in Trigg County, a 27-year-old man in McCracken County, and a 50-year-old man in Bullock County. Each of these deaths is attributable to floodwater, and so this is another reminder that it is still dangerous out there. And yesterday, I toured flooding damage in Louisville, in the downtown, as well as the tornadoes that hit part of Jeffersontown. I know the mayor of Jeffersontown, Mayor Pike, and Mayor Greenberg had said it, but I want to reiterate it. We are really lucky that this tornado did not hit during the day when there would have been hundreds of people in this area. We're really lucky that it wasn't this strong when it hit neighborhoods in Middletown, where it had weakened significantly. Some of these buildings are reminiscent of what you saw in Mayfield right after that tornado. So we think this is an EF3 or potentially greater for a short period of time. Remember, there's a lot of pavement still underwater. And once again, do not pass barricades, signs, or cones. Turn around, don't drown. Bridge inspections and highway damage assessments are also underway. 85 bridges have been inspected. 4 have issues. 2 are closed. Those include Kentucky 1462 in Marshall County due to the condition of the channel, and then Graves County, the county road, the Tim Road Bridge. 8 have debris. one having temporary repairs. Remember, though, there is road damage. Pavement can be peeled by rushing waters. The full extent won't be known until the waters recede. Remember to check goky.ky.gov for closures and know before you go.
Kentucky residents with non-life-threatening needs can call the emergency management line at 502-607-6665 or visit kyem.ky.gov for recovery assistance. The Berea College Forestry and Outreach Center has announced that the trails at the Pinnacles in Berea will be closed next week on April 15th, 16th, and 17th for a prescribed burn and trail repair. As the weather could possibly impact these burn days, the dates could change, so if you would like more information, you can visit the Berea College Forestry Outreach Center Facebook page. And while the Pinnacles will be closed, there are still some beautiful natural areas locally for you to explore, like Brushy Fork, Anglin Falls, and the Owsley Fork Reservoir. For those and other trails that might be of interest, you can visit forestryoutreach.berea.edu/trails. Two people were reported injured during a collision in Lexington early Friday morning. According to officials, emergency crews were dispatched to South Broadway at Bolivar Street in response to an injury collision. Two people were reported minor injuries were taken to a local hospital. The roadway was closed down as crews cleared the scene and has since been reopened. Thanks for joining us here on Live at 5. We have a lot more to get to, including that weather forecast. We'll check in with Todd Nelson when we come back. Do not go anywhere, folks. And as we head to our first commercial break, we'll check in with downtown Richmond, see what's happening downtown here on Live at 5.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now Steel in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammoet Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammoet Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
When it comes to having someone work on our homes, you need someone you can trust. Someone who will get the job done the right way and be with you throughout the entire process. At Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration, they will meet with you and explain what needs to be done. They won't take advantage of you during your time of need and offer free roof inspections, water damage cleanup, water remediation and restoration, plus more services. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Online at KentuckyRoofWorks.com and on Facebook. There when you need us.
Back here on WBON TV, live at 5. So glad to have you along with us here on this Friday as we head into the weekend. And is anyone else ready for some warmer weather and some sun? Another nasty day out there today. And as we head into the weekend, Todd, the one word that you kept using earlier today when we talked was frost. I'm guessing that hasn't changed any?
Hey there, Michael. Yeah, not a very nice day today. Of course, cloudy, cool, breezy, and also a little bit of rain, especially early on. But things did dry out throughout the afternoon, as seen by our webcam time lapse from Richmond, at least north of Richmond on I-75. By the way, if you have any weather pictures, you can certainly share those with us. Just email those to pics@wbontv.com, and we'll feature those right here on air. So tonight it is going to be cool. We do have a frost advisory through 9 a.m. on Saturday. Chilly sunshine eventually working in tomorrow afternoon. It will be a little bit warmer on Sunday, and then we have just a few light rain chances heading into next week. So there's our frost advisory, again, across the greater Richmond area and across much of the Commonwealth. Temperatures Saturday morning will be dipping down close to that freezing mark of 32 degrees. You can see a few of those low 30s showing up to the south and east, but definitely a chilly start tomorrow. Of course, with all the rain that we had at the beginning of the month, we still do have those river flood warnings, especially across the western part of the Commonwealth. And the good news is that over the next 5 to 7 days, we're not expecting anything heavy in terms of that rainfall. So for tonight, noticing that the clouds will still be with us, but getting into the morning hours, we see the clouds fade away. That'll allow the temperatures to fall again down into the lower 30s for the morning, and then some sunshine into the afternoon, but it will be cooler as we head into the mid-50s only for the daytime highs. But that's the start for the day. Saturdays, we're down into the low and mid-30s. Here's a look at daytime highs. Lexington at 56 degrees, 55 in Richmond, and Irvine sitting at 57. Again, these readings will be a good 10, almost 15 degrees below average for this time of the year, mid-April. 60s showing up to near 70 off to the east, so a bit of a warm up there. And Michael, noticing that Monday we're back into the lower 70s with a slight chance of a couple of showers on Tuesday as temps fall back down into the mid-50s.
I'm just excited to see the sun graphic in those that outlook there as we look ahead to the next 7 days. And folks, if you want to keep up with the weather, we've got you covered here at WBON TV. You can find it anytime online at WBONTV.com, or it's also posted over on the WBON TV Facebook page. Well, a gas station in Lexington was robbed early Friday morning. According to officials, police received a report of a burglary at the Lex Express gas station near New Circle Road and North Broadway around 3:40 a.m. At the scene, officers reportedly found the front door was broken and that an unknown amount of money had been taken from the station. Officials say no injuries were reported. The identity of the burglar is currently unknown. An investigation is still ongoing. If you have any information regarding this case, you are asked to please either contact the Lexington Police Department at 859-258-3600, or you can submit anonymous tips to the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers by calling 859-253-2020. The Lexington Police Department is mourning the loss of Officer Devon Gales, who passed away on Thursday. In a social media post, the department stated that Gales had died while off duty. Gales had served with the department since October 2004 and was an East Sector patrol officer at the time of his death. We will miss our friend who was known for his smile and laugh every day, the post read. He leaves behind a legacy that will not be forgotten. Again, glad to have you with us here on Live at 5 as we break away once again. When we come back, we'll be joined by Madison Central softball coach Randy Hall in the discussion that he and I had earlier this week about the impressive start to the season for his team. We'll be right back on Live at 5.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service in a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And Gus and Petey.
From Hicks and Punson, Kentucky Lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nydad yet.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealers.com.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
When inclement weather hits the greater Richmond area, you can count on Richmond's very own WBON TV9 News Team. Continuing news team coverage of traffic alerts, power outages, road conditions, and traffic impacts like accidents or downed trees. Accurate forecast, watches and warnings, local cancellations and delays, and official information from emergency management and the National Weather Service. Be sure to like and follow WBON TV on Facebook for breaking news, alerts, watches, and warnings, and log on to WBONTV.com for all the news on your schedule. Count on WBON TV9 and our media partners 100.7 FM The Coyote for outstanding team coverage when you need it most. Thanks for watching Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Back on WBON TV Live at 5, and Madison Central softball coach Randy Hall has been very impressed with how his young players have played to start the season. One of the only players returning with experience from the last couple of years was third baseman Brooklyn Gilboa, who coach thought he might not even have due to an injury that she suffered in the offseason. And that's part of today's Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report.
Well, like you said, Brooklyn, she's a 4-year starter for us at third base. She kind of locked that position down pretty early. Brooklyn over the summer ended up having a tear of her UCL and had to have surgery. So we were kind of unsure if she was going to be able to make it back or not. And when she first told me that, the projected time frame would be for her to come back in February, we were really excited, but also quite cautious. And But Brooklyn is just she's a gamer. She gets in games, and the first couple pitches off from the pitcher, she may foul them off, and she looks like she's not going to be able to get a hit, and then she comes through in the clutch moments, and she's kind of always been that.
You talked about the 11th region, the two losses you have right now to Douglas and Lexington Catholic. Scott County, who you play next week's a good team. It seems like this region always prepares you
for the postseason, and there's never an off night. There's always competitive teams within the region, and it's very competitive, top to bottom. This year, what have you seen throughout the 11th region that is maybe different than in years past?
I don't know that I would say I see a much difference. I mean, you may have, one team that's a little better than they were the previous year, or vice versa. But like you said, for the most part, from top to bottom, that it's pretty tough. You very seldom have any blowouts, or we don't. You're right there in with it in 1 or 2 run ball game most of the time. So, it puts a lot of stress on the pitchers, and then also as the batters. But I think that does make us a little bit stronger come the postseason. Of course, once you get that draw in the region, if we're fortunate enough to make it there. But a lot does go into that, getting you prepared for those tough teams later on in the tournament.
When you look at your team now, and we'll let you go after this, what is the one thing, or maybe is there a couple of things that you think you really need to work on or get better at between now and the postseason? We know it's a little bit of ways away, but that you really want to see your team get better at between now and then to get where you want to get to?
I guess, we could probably hit a little bit better. There's some nights that we just, we struggle a few times through the lineup before we, start getting a hit here or there. I wish we could come out a little bit stronger at the very beginning of games. But that's probably the main thing. Our pitchers, our young pitchers have really surprised us this year on how well they've done so far, and hopefully they can continue. We had one of our pitchers that got hurt in the game down in Pulaski County. Second batter hit one back at her, and she ended up having to have stitches. So she's been out for the last couple of weeks. So for us to still be able to do pretty well with the pitchers that we have, not having her as an option was also a good thing to see.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Holland Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Holland Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Holland Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay. When Holland Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond, call 859-626-7695 for Holland Sons Auto Care.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
I love this card.
Thanks. Go Colonels. Is it here? Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond has you covered with all your battery needs, plus they're your local stop for U-Haul and your vehicle key and fob headquarters. Check out their new auto detail shop, Aces Detailing, located at Batteries Unlimited. They do simple detailing with a deep, thorough clean for the inside, wash and wax options for the outside, and a deep clean of the engine bay when your ride is dirty. Check out Aces Detailing at Batteries Unlimited.
Michael Watkins back here with you to wrap things up on a WBON TV Live at 5. And what do rescue dogs, the Easter Bunny, and Randy Travis have in common? Well, they're all potentially part of your weekend, and it just so happens they're also featured in this week's edition of the Weekender Report. WBON TV Samantha Burford is back in the studio once again to tell you about all the exciting events going on throughout Central Kentucky this weekend.
Welcome to this edition of the Weekender Report for the weekend of April 11th through April 13th. It's a weekend full of shopping, yoga, carnival games, embroidery, and a concert. I'm Samantha Burford. Let's get this weekend started. The Spring Gathering is happening again this year on Saturday morning, April 12th at 9 a.m. This is a family-friendly event featuring their 16th annual Craft and Vintage Show. There will be over 35 vendors with Kentucky Proud products from local and surrounding counties. There will be a special guest from 11:30 to 12:30 with tall, floppy ears. So bring your family to this community-wide event at Kirksville Community Center at 660 Kirksville Road in Richmond. This event begins at 9 a.m. and runs till 2. Start your Saturday morning at the Berea College Forestry Outreach Center with a gentle yoga class. Bring your friends as Tiffany leads a class that teaches gentle stretches, breathing techniques, and mindful meditation. This second Saturday yoga is from 10 to 11 a.m. at the Berea College Forestry Outreach Center in Berea, Kentucky. Saturday at noon, join your friends at Dreaming Creek Brewery for their 7th anniversary celebration. Enjoy carnival games and kids activities, plus adorable adoptable dogs. Bring or drop off sneakers or dog food and supplies for all the rescue dogs and cats. Dreaming Creek will have a dunk booth featuring the Dreaming Creek owners, employees, and Mug Club members. It's on Saturday, April 12th from 12 to 4 p.m. in downtown Richmond. Enjoy a fun and creative spring embroidery workshop on Saturday, April 12th at 10 a.m. at Purdy's Coffee Company on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. In this hands-on class, you'll learn the art of hand embroidery and create your own personalized sweatshirt with a design of your choice. Whether you're new to embroidery or have some experience, your instructor will guide you through every step. Cost is $50 and covers all supplies and helps support Sewing the Love Ministry. Register now at sewingthelove.com. The 7-time Grammy Award winner, Randy Travis, takes over Renfro Valley Entertainment Center on Saturday night, featuring the legendary country singer and his co-star in The Price, James Dupree. The show will consist of Dupree and the band performing all 16 of his iconic number ones, and Randy Travis will make a special appearance. Get your tickets now at etix.com for the More Life Tour starring Randy Travis and the original Randy Travis Band at Renfro Valley Entertainment Center, April 12th at 7:30 p.m. in the New Barn Theater. Thank you for watching this April 11th edition of the Weekender Report. If you have an event our community would be interested in, make sure to send me your information on Facebook. And be sure to hit that like button and share our Weekender with your friends. Thank you for watching. I'm Samantha Burford.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great weekend.